Same, and joining us right now as we welcome you back to the Steve Malzberg Show, our friend, the head of the Media Research Center, Mr. Brent Bozell. Hello, sir.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
Good. Great to talk to you at this very important and yet troubling time. You know, Benghazi is something that the media didn't want to hear about before these hearings, didn't want to know about. The hearings forced them to at least give a wink and a nod in addressing it. And the hearings yesterday had tons of incredible information and revelations. And as is so well documented on Newsbusters and other sites that the Media Research Center deals with, they're not interested.
No, they're not. You know, and up until this point, it's a head scratcher. You know, why did Fox News Channel feel this was so important to give it so much coverage? Why did they feel it was so important that they gave it 108 minutes worth of live coverage yesterday? But no one else did, and no one else has deemed it important except for a scattered story here and there by some and none at all by others. Well, all you have to do is watch the testimony yesterday. And what you saw was riveting and shocking, and at least 5 new bombshells materialized, and a whole series of new questions materialized. This is huge, huge stuff. So how the media cover it? A story here, a story there, and I guarantee you, Steve, it's time to move on. And the subset to the story is this is just political. Republicans want to get Hillary Clinton.
Right, right. 7 minutes on the morning shows today. Scott Whitlock put out a story at Newsbusters. They had 56 minutes on Jodi Arias and those kinds of tabloid criminals trials. 56 minutes, 7 minutes total for Benghazi hearings.
Yeah, and 7 minutes where half the story is, well, those awful Republicans, here they go again.
Right.
All you have to do is remember Abu Ghraib. No, it was Abu Ghraib. It was a story about how Muslim prisoners were mistreated, not killed, not tortured, mistreated. And that was day in, day out, day in, day out. Here you have a story where, I mean, just think of the things that we learned yesterday. It is an unequivocal fact now. It is not debatable, an unequivocal fact that immediately they knew in the consulate that this was a terrorist attack. Therefore, the administration was lying for 2 weeks, blaming it on a video. It begs 2 questions there. Who lied? Who ordered the lie? And why were they lying for 2 weeks? Those things haven't been answered. We now know that the foreign emergency, the FES team that responds to these kind of attacks was prepared to go. The State Department told them it was too dangerous to go there, although that is precisely why they exist, is to go into hotspots.
Right.
They were then told they couldn't go there because they were going to be too late, and yet no one had any idea how long this was going to last. So it begs the question, who and why was the order put down that they couldn't go? Another one that was raised, this is a delicious one. This one is delicious. You heard Secretary of State Hillary Clinton take responsibility, correct, Steve?
Yep.
Okay. As a result, she formed the Accountability Review Board, the ARB, which was to great pomp and circumstance.
Which never talked to her.
Which never talked to her. Never talked to this woman who said she was responsible.
I know, it is incredible, Brent. Let me let you hear what David Gregory had to say in response to yesterday's hearings on NBC. I think that's the last cut that we have, 50, whatever it is, the one that Bethany added. Yeah.
And Mr. Hicks, you were in Libya on the night.
No, that's not it. All right, don't worry about it. But he poo-pooed it. He said basically that the administration, was right to say what they were saying, and it's just incredible. But I also got another cut here, 49. Cut 49. And you tell me, Brent, and I think this would have been, if this was a Republican administration, not only would they be talking about impeaching Bush every day or impeaching the Republican president every day, but this video would have been played. We would all know about this video, and I've never seen this video except maybe once. Can we hit cut 49?
Since our founding, the United States has been a nation that respects all faiths. We reject all efforts to denigrate the religious beliefs of others. But there is absolutely no justification to this type of senseless violence. None.
No.
The information started to come in immediately upon our identification.
But that cut wasn't over yet either. But okay. Anyway,
You know what I think is remarkable?
that was that. But Brent, that was the video that we paid for that aired in Pakistan. Hillary was next on that video, apologizing for the video that filmmaker made.
Which is one of the reasons why there were riots all over the world against America, because America was stating that it was it was guilty as a country. We're guilty of country of somehow being responsible for a video which never had anything to do with anything at all. You ask yourself, why? Why the stonewalling? Why won't they give an answer? Why haven't they brought to justice the parties responsible for this? They know the men who died have not been vindicated yet. Their justice has not been brought to the killers. Why? Why won't this administration lie? Why, as with everything else, Steve, you cannot trust them. You cannot believe a thing they say. What is it about this crowd? Remember the most transparent administration in history?
Oh, yeah.
These people are the most dishonest. They make Bill Clinton look honest by comparison.
We're talking to Brent Bozell, the head of the Media Research Center here on the Steve Malzberg Show. We had one of the men testifying yesterday that when Jason Chaffetz came to investigate, the State Department told him not to talk to him, not to cooperate. We had testimony that the group that was hired to protect the embassy had terrorist links and ties and Al-Qaeda ties and sympathies. I mean, blockbuster stories.
It just goes on and on and
on.
And if you watch the testimony, make yourself just try to make a superhuman effort to be as objective as you humanly possible and listen to those three men talk.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever heard three more believable witnesses ever testify. These men not only are you can tell, are just absolutely salt of the earth.
They were crying, Brent. Two of them were crying.
They were crying, and they're career diplomats, career security people. The number 2 person in Libya, close friend of Ambassador Stevens. They saw what happened, and they know that there's a massive cover-up going on. How can the media not be covering it? Well, our recommendation today is that they just pretend Obama was a Republican.
And by the way, here's a nice caveat. The night after these hearings, which was last night, Hillary was in Beverly Hills getting an award, the first annual Warren Christopher Award, and Susan Rice was in, let's see, I don't know where she was, but she was honored with the 2013 Lewis E. Martin Great American Award. I mean, could there be more irony?
Yeah, the great irony, because look, this is a Marie Antoinette liberalism here. They want the whole world can go eat cake.
Yep.
They just don't care. But let me tell you something, Steve. I predict it now. If Hillary Clinton runs in 4 years, the most famous 4 words in history, in recent history, will appear.
What difference does it make? What difference does it make? It might be
5
words.
Five words. Or what doesn't matter? What difference does it make?
Yeah.
5 words. That phrase is going to, that sentence is going to haunt her in this campaign.
Yep.
And now one of the people testifying yesterday, you could tell, was gripped by that phrase.
Because he said it does matter. It does make a difference. Yep. Yeah, I noticed that too. Hey, Brent, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you, Steve.
Take care. Brent Bozell, ladies and gentlemen, president of the Media Research Center.